Hey peeps, thanks for peeping. So, last time, total party kill. And I kept telling myself when I was going to reboot, I said this. And I did it previously, the last time when I first started making videos. When a character dies, I'm just going to let them die. Let it happen and just move on to another set of characters, which is what I've done. Anyway, it's been about a week since the Torin and Gilbert. Well, Torin was the one that set off the trap and all the little giant spiders attacked him. It's been about a week, and we open up Mayor Stevens, as you see there. He's sitting at his desk, and it's kind of morose. It's been a week, and he hasn't heard from them, and he can only assume they're dead. He's heard farmers like what was that one farmer's name? Robert, the older guy that was going to let Torn stay in his barn. He's come by and says, "Oh, Mayor Stephen, I smell rot from the woods to the south." He says, "I'm afraid good Master Gilbert and the young Torin they must have died. I wonder if the Tarasque got him." And the mayor says, "Well, we don't know that. We don't know that for sure." He says he's told him, everybody's told him, "Why don't you send somebody?" He says, "I don't have anybody." He says, "No, you do have somebody. You have somebody who was training to be a guard." He says, "No, they're not ready. They're not ready. I've sent for men from a neighboring village, and when they get here, they'll go see if they can at least, I fear, return the bodies." And that's his answer. That he's waiting. Well, now he's in his office and he's sitting there and he's writing things down in his journal about what all's been going on. And the weird thing is, there's the Tarrasque hasn't showed up this whole week. It's not been out here causing any trouble. Well, as he's sitting there, a young woman comes in the door. And let's zoom her up a little bit, see if you could look at her. That's what she looks like. She's kind of witchy, very witchy looking. A little staff and everything. I have to shout out to my great niece for posing for that. But anyway, she comes in slowly through the door and she knocks because he doesn't have a guard now, so there's no one watching the HUD. It's like I said before, it's like well, a larger HUD than what everybody else has, but it's not where he stays. This is purely for the office of mayor for keeping information. No one really lives here. There's a smaller hut behind it that he lives in. Well, normally Gilbert would be sitting at the door, but today, he's not. And this young woman walks up to the desk and he looks up and he just looks. This is Lisa. She says, "Mayor, have you thought any more about what we're going to do?" He says, "I told you I've sent for people. Do not think me unfeeling. Gilbert and I were friends. Me and your father were friends." And she's like, "Yeah, I know, but to just sit here knowing that he could be dead out there, that you're just going to leave his body to decay in the forest when he needs a proper burial. Well, first of all, we don't know he's dead. He just might be injured. But I can't spare anyone. He was our person. He was our hero." She said, "Well, I'm willing to go out there and find him." He said, "Now, what can you do? You're not a fighter." He says, "I have ways. I can find him, I bet." He says, "I know you have the gift, and I know you could find him, but hell, it's bad enough I've lost him. If I lost his daughter, it'd be like," he just starts shaking his head. She says, "You have somebody that could help, and you know that, and I don't know why you're dragging your feet. She's competent enough. She could go with me." He says, "No, I don't want her out there." And about that time, this another young lady pops up, and she's like, she knocks on the door, comes in, and she says, "Yeah, I've been training for this." He says, "You're not ready." And she's like, I am ready. He says, how much longer have I got to train to be a guard in this town? We've had one guard all this time. Lisa's dad. It. Come on, Dad. You gotta let me be a guard. That's what I've trained for. You said I could. You can't drag your feet now. And Stephen looks at her and he's like, does Stephen allow her to go? We'll just roll one dice for Mr. Stephen. We'll use this blue dice. Remember, 1 through 3 is no, and 4 through 6 is yes. Will he give in and allow these girls to go try to track down the bodies? That's all they're going to do is go track down the bodies. With them saying that, and he kind of feels bad that they're out there, and it's taking so long for this other village. It's been a week for this other village to send any help. So, let's see. We'll add 1 to it. Okay, he finally. Oh, I'm sorry, it was a 5. I'm always so quick for that. It was a 5, so plus the 1 is a 6, so it's a 6. And he says, all right, just go and find what if they're there. If there's anything out there, just come back to the village. Don't try to fight it. I still say you're not ready. Well, what did Master Gilbert say about me? He has urged me that you should already be having full guard duties, but you're only 16. When you were 16, you were already married, and Mom wasn't far from having me. All right, just be careful. Lisa looks over, so I'll be with her. I'll be watching over her. He smiles at her. Okay, I hope you find them just injured and bring them back. Good luck to you. And so they turn around and leave his office. Let me get him down to normal side. Whoop. I'll leave Stephen like that. But anyway, so they go down to the forest to the south. Let's see if we get this lined up right. There we go. That's pretty good. Now, let's take a look while we're sitting here before we get started really good on the actual mission. Let's take a look at these character sheets. We'll go ahead and knock tally out so we can see what we're doing. This is Jessica. Now, Jessica Longbeard. Let me bring her around so we can see them. There she is. See her? Jessica is the Mayor Stevens' daughter, Stephen Longbeard. So, if you look at it, she has 14 hit points. She had rolled the highest I've yet to roll in this game. And she is a weapon master. She has a sword as well. Her sword is almost brand new. They'd put money, the village had put money into forging a sword for a second guard. And the mayor has fought his daughter being the second guard, but she does. She's a pretty good swords person. And when I rolled for her other thing that she's good at is moving silently. And her flaw is animals hate her. So if she runs into any animals, they're going to jump for her. They're going to attack her first before anyone else. Now, for some reason, neither lady rolled high on rations at all. What was the deal? And I thought it was kind of funny that Jessica rolled low on gold as well. And then we got Lisa. And Lisa, and like a true mage, she rolled that terrible. I think it's the lowest. That's funny. Jessica has the highest possible hit points you could have in this game at starting out, and Lisa has the lowest. But as you can see, Lisa has she's a master of the staff, and she has magic. She's magical, but the first thing that she's had that sort of come to the surface is tracking. Like she can divine with that staff where someone's at, so she can roll on that. And she's got Gilbert's brush, is a brush that he used, and that's one of the things she's using to zero in on where he's at. And her flaw is she cannot hit things at a distance. So any kind of ranged attack she's doing, no, she's going in disadvantage on that. So anyway, let's get these guys going. We'll turn this character sheet off. We don't need it. We'll turn tally back on. I hope tally's big enough for y'all. I was contemplating whether I should make it that large or not. If anybody thinks it's too large, let me know. We'll shrink it back down next time. But anyway, we'll go back to our girls. And I imagine on the way there, you know, Jessica's probably, I can't believe he doesn't just accept that I'm a good swordswoman and that I can handle this. And Lisa's like, well, to be fair, you've never really done anything major. She says, I know, but I have to get a chance. And she says, okay, I agree. So they get to the entrance of the area where they know that Gilbert and Torin went in. And Lisa stands there and she's looking at the entrance. She said, well, we know they came in through here. Let's see if I can get this thing working. And she puts the staff up and she's holding the comb, and she's the brush, and she's thinking about her father. So we'll use advantage because that's something she's good at. And yes, doubles. I want to see that. Yeah, doubles. So she finds that they did come in here. And as she comes in, and since they already know that, she knows, okay, and they headed south here. So it's kind of funny. She really can't see the tracks, but she can sense with the thing. So Jessica says, well, what did you just point out? Let me go in front. And she's okay. And then she's like, so down here. She says, yes. So they go down here. Now, unlike with the other guys, we'll have to roll each time we go into another room. All right, so we're going to roll first. We're going to roll for two things. First, we're going to roll for wandering monsters. That's a 2 on a d6. I'm just borrowing the old D&D rolling for wandering monsters. And the other thing we got to worry about is the Tarasque, because remember the Tarasque running into him has been dropped down to 1d. So it could be they could run into him right away. So first we're going to start with, is there any wandering monsters? No. Is the Tarasque. Now remember how this works with these clock dice. You roll however many dice is in the clock. Right now just one. And if it fails, then it drops down to the next level, or you lose the dice in that clock. In this case, if we lose the dice, then we've run into him. So if it fails, 1 through 3, it fails, and it's going into Tarasque. You see that, right? Tarasque. So the minute the girls get in there, I mean, they've not took a couple of steps. Suddenly they sense something. Well, let's get a good shot of them there. I thought I did a pretty good job. Look up a Tarasque. They are interesting looking critters, kind of like a lion's head, but a dragon-like body, but a giant tortoise shell on their back and a long tail that they whip around. But anyway, as they're coming in, she's like, whoa! She says, look at that! And Lisa comes over to the side and she's like, whoa, it's him. That's what they were looking for. And it's coming in there. Has it seen them? Because certain people can move silently. So maybe she can move around. So 1 through 3. 1 through 3 means that he has not seen them. 4 through 6 means he has. So we're kind of rolling on his ability at this moment. He hasn't seen them. For whatever reason, he hasn't seen them yet. And I think probably Jessica would go like, oh, he hasn't seen us. So Jessica's going to move silently. Yeah, she succeeds. She got a yes on that. So she's going to slide over to here. And Lisa's going to try to hide behind this tree. So right now, Jessica's hidden and we're gonna try to see if we can get Lisa hidden. Which unfortunately she only has one dice she can use. And she is not hidden, and she doesn't know that. Well, let's see if Jessica can tell. Yes. So Jessica, I'm sorry. Jessica looks at me. Get behind the tree, you idiot! Tuck your hat down. Get behind the tree. So she give her one more chance. Nope. She's still like she's just still standing out. So he's sitting there. The Tarasque is moving around. And since she can't hide well, she failed twice. I'm gonna say them fussing and talking back and forth just kind of drawed his attention. So he senses her, and he starts moving towards her. Now I'm gonna bring Jessica back just a little bit. No, I don't understand. She's not. So he's gonna come in and try to attack. So he doesn't see Jessica yet. So this first round, Jessica doesn't have to worry about any of his attacks. Unfortunately, our girl Lisa does. So how this works is we're going to get 2 dice for Lisa because she's using her staff. She's going to be fighting with her staff. And we get 2 dice for Jessica because she's using her sword, her new sword. But the Tarasque will get 3 dice. 1 for each claw and 1 for its tail. If any of his dice are 6, this is the rule system I've set for him, he's going to spew poison. And anybody in this area is going to have to basically save, roll a d6. If they get a yes, then they save against it. If they get a no, a 1 through 3, then they'll take a point of damage from poison. So before we get started, let's put the Tarasque in. I forgot about that. I gotta put him in. Hope he fits in there. Oh, what is his name? Let's call him Bob. No, he needs a T name, like Ted. Ted. I don't know if that'll fit in there or not. We're fixing to find out. It might. It's gonna be close. I'm putting 3d6 because it's got 3 things it can attack. It's close. We'll leave it alone. It's not that bad looking. So, anyways, you can see he's got 25. Excuse me, my watch is dying. He's got 25 hit points. And let's see if make sure it comes in good for y'all. Okay. So he's got 25 hit points. So anyway, he's gonna get 3. So that's like all these dice together. That's one of the things I love about this. And oh gosh. Ah. She can get 1 attack. Looking at it, Lisa can get 1 attack. Now, well, unfortunately, when he comes in to attack her, Jessica can get in a hit, but unfortunately she rolled 2 ones, so she is not hitting him. Alright, but she didn't have to worry about retaliation, except for the poison spew. But first, let's get his attack in. So, the 1 attack, him and Lisa collide, maybe with one of the claws, and she's able to hit him. So she can do 1d6 of damage. Get all these out. But these other 2 attacks are going in to her. So let me get her damage in. This is for Lisa. Her damage to the Tarasque, since she did block and go through on 1. But she needed that. So 6 points of damage she did in that 1 instance. 6 points. Start to add points. You know, did she? He don't need no help. All right. Anyway, but there was 2 hits that come in to Lisa. It's a good chance Lisa's dead. Low, low, low. Oh, thank goodness. So that's 2 points of damage that she did. Excuse me, the Tarasque, or Ted, did to Lisa. So let's hit her. So she's down to 7. All right. So he spewed poison. Remember, he had a 6. Anytime he has a 6 in any of his rolls, he gets to spew poison as well. So he spews it out. So both girls will get to, or both ladies will get to roll to dodge. So we're getting both. Remember, the white is Lisa and the blue is Jessica. Lisa, she gets out of the poison, but unfortunately, our girl Jessica did not. So she'll take some damage from the poison. So let's see how much. How much is that? Oh gosh, good. So Jessica took a point of damage. Yeah, that's what we'll do. All right. So we're standing right now. Lisa's down to 7, Jessica's down to 13, and the Tarasque is down to 19. So he is now well aware of both of their presence. And one's attacking on one side and one's attacking on the other. So let's see what we get out of this roll. We gotta do better, girls. All right. Oh, it would look like they're I don't know. I think both of them got a hit on him. That's what it looks like to me. So yeah, basically, she's getting a hit on him because none of his blocks hers, and she's able to block the. So her highest, I think we should go by the highest, right? Well, no, he's got 3 different attacks. That's right. So she's able to meet this one. And I would imagine let's say he's doing one claw on her, doing one claw on her, and he's doing a tail around. And that's the tail is what's going to hit Jessica. Because she's not got nothing to block it. That's what I'm seeing here. So basically, we're going to let Jessica's going to do damage against the Tarasque. Actually, Lisa's going to get to do some damage against the Tarasque, and the Tarasque will get to do some damage on Lisa with his tail. And he had no 6 that time, so no spewing the poison this time around. So let's roll Jessica. She's bad as her dad. She hits the head for a point. And now let's let Lisa hit. Oh, that's a little bit better. So she hit for 4. Oh my goodness. And now, here's the harrowing thing. She's only got, she can live through this. 3 points. Okay, that's not as bad. So he whips that tail around and he hits Lisa. Maybe he knocks her back. That might could save her, actually. I don't know. I wouldn't want poor old Jessica to take the brunt of all of it by herself. But anyway, Lisa took 3 points of damage. All right, so it's looking rough. So right now we got poor Lisa's down to 4, Jessica's down to 13, and the Tarasque is only down to 14. But that is about 10 points, so maybe the girl can get him. So here we go, another round. Oh, He rolls so high. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. That's what we should be doing. Maybe we can align them to a certain one. So that's a good idea. That's how we should do this. So see, she had her 2. Yeah, but wait a minute. They only got 1 attack each. It's just that they have advantage. I'm not thinking right. But anyway, she can block one of these. She don't have to worry. So she can do damage. She can block one of them, and she don't have to worry. But there's that one that's coming through. I'm gonna say it's a claw. It's either, it doesn't matter. It's the same amount of damage. But that one's coming through, and we'll have to roll to see who gets it. So that means Tarasque gets 1, Lisa gets 1, and Jessica gets 1 piece of damage. So let's let Jessica go first. A little bit better. So she did 4 points of damage on the Tarasque. How much? Oh, 4. Good. So that gets him down to 10. Then Lisa did some damage. Oh, thank you, Lisa. All right, so she hit. So he's down to 4. But unfortunately, he now gets to hit. Now, who is he hitting? 1 through 3 is Lisa. 4 through 6 is Jessica. I hate to say this, but I kind of hope it's Jessica. That's a terrible thing to say, but we're playing. Okay, it is Jessica. So he's whipping. Maybe he's whipping the tail around. He seems to like to do that, whipping the tail around. Oh, you know, I just remembered something. Rats. Each time we go to hit him, you should take a point off from damage. We always forget something. So that's been about 4 or 5 hits. So we need to add about 4 or 5 points back. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the damage to Jessica. Oh, of course. So it's 5 points of damage to Jessica. All right, we got to go back and add. We got to add 5 points back. I'm forgetting that. Because he's got the shell, he's got that armor, so it takes a point off. And, oh my gosh, we got to give at least 2 points back to Jessica because she has the shield. I write this down. I never remember it. But anyway, let's give Jessica back 2 because I think she's been hit twice. No, one time was a poison, so that don't do her no good. So we'll give her 1 point back. Watch me go back and look and be like, oh, I've cheated myself. We get her back. Okay. So another round. We've got Lisa down to 4 still. We got Jessica down to 9. We got the Tarasque down to 9. All right. Oh, whoops. Oh, he's got that 6. No. Anyway. We'll let her block the 6. I'm going to block that one. But unfortunately, that one is going to come through. That's more than likely to tell. But each one of us will get to roll damage. So we'll have to see who he hits. Oh, wait, I get a shot too. Or Lisa gets a shot. So let's do Jessica. So she does 2 points, which is really 1 point because of his armor. So he's down to 8. We'll let Lisa roll. She does 2 points, which is really 1 point. So she'll get to do 1 point of damage. Alright. And now he gets to go. Now, who was his tailspin in the hit? 1 through 3 is Lisa. 4 through 6 is Jessica. So he's going after Jessica again. How much damage is he doing? He's doing 1 point of damage, but she has a shield, so she catches it, so she gets no damage to her. But she minuses 1 to, as well. Now, unfortunately, he had a 6 in there, so that means he's spewing poison. So both of them's got to roll to get that. Remember, 1 through 3 is no, and they take a point of damage. Well, they take whatever he rolls, the damage is. So 4 through 6, they save out of it. Neither one of them. So let's roll and see how much damage he did this round to them. Oh. Well, you minus 1 off of it for Jessica, so she took 5 points of damage. No, not poison. Poison is a different creature here. It's 2, so she's going to take the 6 points of damage. And unfortunately, it kills Lisa. So before we do that, though, let's try something. She is magical. Could her magical, if she's dying, could she call on some kind of magic to save her life? Because right now she's dead. So let's see. Let's give her a chance. If not, then she's gone. I say the dice gods say that she's come back to life. That she does something. Maybe she's as she's sitting there and that poison's just draining on her. She's using the magic that she's had up to this point. The only thing she's been able to do is to track things or divine where someone's at. But as she's holding the staff, it's like it absorbs the poison off of her, and now she's impervious to poison. So we'll give her that from her magic. That's one of her new skills from her magic that she's picked up, and she sits there and she doesn't take any damage from the thing. So we'll leave her at 4. Now from this point on, she can still try to roll her magic to get out of it, instead of rolling the one oracle to see if she saves. All right, so we're back at it. We're a sad sack over here. We're 4 on Lisa. We just barely escaped that. We let her have 1 shot because we did all that. We went through all that trouble to draw that picture. But if she gets it again, I'm letting it go. I didn't think they'd run into Tarasque this early, but okay. What about that trap? Oh, you can't. Oh, look at him. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna block that one. Oh no. She can't block either one. Lisa can, but Jessica can't block either one. So she's got 2 hits coming to her. That sucks. So, but she's getting none. She's getting no hits. So he gets 2. And right now Lisa gets 1. So let's see what Lisa's damage was. That's great. So she did 1 whopping point of damage. All right. And then he's got 2 coming at Jessica. Here's the first one. That's enough to kill her. Even if we take 1 off, it's still 3. So he's going to use that last attack on Jessica. Okay, she's down to 3. Down to 1. All right, so unfortunately, Jessica is killed. And our girl Lisa is down to 1 point, I believe. Oh my God, the mayor's going to be furious. Wasn't it? Yeah, it was 3. Okay. Oh my goodness. But first, let's turn Jessica sideways here. Oh, we're just killing people off. So it's let me think. I don't. If I was Jessica, I don't know if I'd keep this up. But she could just hit one time, but by herself, we got one thing that could happen. We got one thing that could happen. Do those other villagers show up? It's been a week. You sent for these people a week ago. Do they show up and hear this commotion and come to help? Yes. You'll see that. Yes. Because I remember I meant to write that down that there would be a chance if it was looking bad for them that these guys can show up. Which I thought about that before Jessica died, but anyway. So they show up. How many are there? There's 4 of them, right? So that's cool. Let's see. Let me use somebody for them. And we'll just make them random 1d6 people. Let's bring Samuel in. Astrid. Come on, Astrid. Get down to size. Let me see if I got somebody else. I hate to use this one because it's my brother's character. And it don't quite work right, so we'll take it out. We'll just use this. Oh, hey, that's good. That's a good thing. But anyway, they come from down up here. This is Samuel. And let me see what they do. And Astrid comes around here. No. Astrid comes around from behind here. And this person here comes around on this side. And they say, hey, looks like we're late. And this character here is a cleric. And they grab Jessica and pull her away. So maybe they're going to try to heal her or something. Maybe she's not quite dead. We're gonna take a chance on that in a little bit. But this lady is coming in to. She's going to heal. Look, is she a healer as well? Yes, she's a healer as well. So she's going to try to heal. She puts hands on Lisa, comes up behind her, sees that she's badly damaged. And this guy will enter the fray with Lisa. So let's see how many points that new girl can give back to Lisa. 3 points, thank you. That's going to make a big difference there. Well, it could. What was it? 3 points. Woo. All right, so we got 3 points back. All right. So she does her 3 points back, and now we're going to go back into combat. Which in this case, we're going to bring Samuel in as the blue dice, and because he's just a regular, he's like a swordsman as well. That's what we're going to say. Yeah, he's a swordsman as well. We still got Lisa with her staff. Is Astrid a bow person? She is in our Legends in the Mist game. Yeah, no, she's not. Sling. So she's a hand-to-hand person. We're just going to go ahead and say she's a hand-to-hand person. So she needs to get into the fray somehow. I have to. Well, maybe Lisa would move down. That's what I'm gonna do. Lisa moves down after she heals her, and she comes in. So now there's 3 of them. There you go. And we'll give her 2 black dice. Well, wait a minute. Is she a master of sword or something like that? Yes. So she is a master. We'll give her something unique. Let's give her a hammer. She's got a war. Hey, she's cleric-like. She just got through healing Lisa, so she's got a hammer. So that's 6 of them, and ooh, that's a lot of dice. So they're all going into the fray. Oh, wow. All right, so here's the Tarasque, who in this case is being beat by everybody, I believe. Yeah. I could figure out a way to get each one of them. Like, Astrid could go against the two. He would. Samuel would go against the 4, and I could go against that 3. So we're all doing damage. So hopefully we get him this time. So let's give everybody a chance to do the damage. First, Lisa, 6 points. I think that's enough to kill him. Yeah. So Lisa, after all this, they're fighting, they're hitting, they're doing all kinds. No, it's not. That's right. So it wouldn't be Lisa. So he'd have 1 point. So let me go back to there, because he's got the armor. They're going to kill him, but and then we'll see. I would think it would be Samuel. Let's see if Samuel gets to pull it off. And he does the, well, no, he don't. Oh, Samuel doesn't pull off. Then it's Astrid's turn. I forgot about that. Oh, she does it. So she does the final point. So Astrid is the one to finally beat him in the head with a hammer, crush his skull, and finally kill him. So the dust settles. The Tarasque is killed. And she's like, who are y'all? And Astrid and Samuel said, we're from a neighboring village, and your mayor had sent word that y'all was having trouble, and with the Tarasque, and that some of your guard, you only had like one guard and a guard in training, and that they were, the main guard was missing, and we knew that it was down here in the woods, and he sent us down here immediately. I'm glad we got here. We got here just in time. Was this the Tarasque? Was it a Tarasque that was causing all your trouble? And that's wild. They were in here. He says, Lisa says, yeah, that's why my dad had come in here. Oh my God, Jessica. She takes off running towards where Jessica and that other cleric is. And the other cleric is trying to heal her. Oh, let's use the red dice for her for healing. That sounds cool. She's going to try to heal her. Does she heal her? Yes, thank goodness. So she's doing some kind of thing to heal her, to like a late stage heal, and then she pulls it off. She only heals her for 1 point, but it's enough to save her. So I won't put her back in there. Let me put her back in there. But she comes back. She's like, oh, what happened? Is Lisa still alive? And Lisa's like, I'm here, I'm here. She's holding her hands. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. You got killed. And man, but these people showed up and they saved us. They healed me and they helped me fight it. And we killed a Tarasque. And she's like, oh, thank goodness. And then she's like, well, we still got to find your dad and that feller that come in here looking around for him. So they go searching through the woods, and we're not going to go through all that because I think we pretty much accomplished the main task. And they do find the body of Torin and Gilbert, and of course, Lisa breaks down when she sees her dad. Finally, and then she's sitting there tearing up, and tears dropping down on his corpse. And Lisa's trying to, comfort her in her weakened position as well. They noticed something about him and the young guy the hunter feller that had come down out of the mountains to help them, that they're covered in some kind of strange yellow fungus. And the minute Lisa sees it, does she understand what it is? We're going to give her a chance. We give both her and Jessica a chance to understand what it is. Yes, Lisa being magical type or knowing different things, learned kind of a learned person. She backs away. She's, oh, don't touch him, don't touch him. And she's like, what are you talking about? Is the yellow fungus is on him. It's like a mind controlling fungus. And maybe even Samuel. Is Samuel know? Let's see if Samuel. Yeah, Samuel's. Oh gosh, I haven't seen that in a long time. It usually comes out of caves, deep caves. He says, "Yeah, we'll have to burn these bodies right here. I'm sorry." And Lisa like shakes her head. I understand. I understand. You say it's your father, and she said, "Yes." Is his wife still alive? Maybe she'd like to at least come out here and be party to this. And she's like, "No, mother passed away a long time ago." And she says, "It's just being me and dad all these years. I guess it's just me now." And like I said, Jessica keeps trying to comfort her. But anyway, they ended up burning the bodies right then and there. They're like, okay, we're burning this. We're getting rid of this before this thing takes over and starts using their bodies. So they burn the bodies and then they go back to the town. And when he comes back, they come back um, to the mayor. He's like, he's almost distraught. She about died. And he's upset, and then she's like, "But Dad, I made it. I mean, it's not every day there will be Tarasque fighting." She says, "But I lived. I survived." And Samuel's like, she looked like they were doing a good job. I mean, it was just too much for them. They needed more people with them. And the mayor's like, "Oh, just thank you guys, Samuel, Astrid, and Tom, for coming out here and helping us. And it's our pleasure. It's our pleasure." And then he hugs his daughter, and he says, he cries about Gilbert being dead and everything. But time goes on, and they don't have any more Tarasque attacks, so the village is doing well for a little bit, and people are trying to come to terms with everything that's happened. But anyway, I think that's a good ending for that. Like I said, I wanted to do this whole month of just playing Short Sword. I'm going to do a video about like a post-mortem. That's what I did on when I first started this channel. Of how what I think of the system. Spoilers, I like it. I think it works pretty good. And I hope to do more things with it. Well, I've already got ideas and stuff to do with it to make it different, make it my own. But for now, we're gonna leave Short Sword alone. We're gonna move on to our next thing. I have a couple other things I've got working in my head, messing with. But appreciate you coming out here and come again.